Hi, hello everybody. It's Pip here from queenpipcards.com. Welcome to my Monday live stream, my Moody Monday live stream, which is here to make you smile in lunchtime on a Moody Monday, because Mondays are always a bit moody, aren't they? When you have to go back to work. I just want to double check that my sound is working. Yeah, okay, that's good. So here I am on a Monday just to cheer you up, give you a little bit of crafty inspiration, talk about some stuff that's happening. So please come along. I'm live streaming on YouTube and Facebook. I would love to see your comments. Come and say hello, wave, all that kind of jazz. So today I'm talking about some of the products that are more kind of autumny, I guess. Could be winterish, could be autumny, that kind of vibe going on today. Hi Margaret, hi Joe, nice to see you. Hi Paula, happy lunchtime, yay. Morning Sharon, or afternoon rather. I know I keep saying morning, it's afternoon, 12:30. I've had my lunch already. So I'm very glad that you're all here. Krista's here, yay. Hello. Welcome to everybody from all over the world. It's marvelous. Okay, so I am talking today about Reflected in Nature, but we're also going to bring in the gorgeous Blackberry Bliss Ephemera Pack. Okay, so let me swap my hands over. And then we need to put this little light on down here. So we've got a little bit more light on the situation. There we go. Just a little bit more. That's better. Take that shiny away. Cool. Okay. So we don't need to see my mouse map. Move that. So the Reflected in Nature stamp set is this one, which is hidden away. Hi, Leslie. Hi, Margaret. Oh, everyone's here today. That's brilliant. So this Reflected in Nature stamp set is kind of hidden away at the back of the catalogue. I love that. I love that. So Joe says you have it, but not a clue what to do with it. The stamp set or the ephemera pack? That's the question. Because we're going to talk about both. But yeah, this is a beautiful stamp set. And as soon as I saw it, I wanted it. But I haven't had a chance to get it out and use it yet. So it's in the mini catalogue. And it's back here on page, where are we? It's pretty much almost right at the very back with all of these. Yeah, there's a nice, here we go. So when you're flicking through, you can't see it. You just get a trimmer, and then you catch a little glimpse of this picture here. But here's the stamp set, okay, and it's on page 60. So if you've got the catalogue, it's on page 60. It is a cling stamp set, and it's £19. So it's a reasonable priced stamp set. It's nice. The ephemera pack that we're going to talk about, and it's the pack that that Joe says that she's having issue. She doesn't know what to do with. Well, we'll talk about that in a bit, and we'll talk about a new class I've got coming up, which will help you work with the ephemera pack even more. Where's it gone? It's further back than that. Here we got morning Elizabeth, morning Debs. There we go. That's harvest. It's got to be after this. Where's it gone? Let me try and find the stamp set. Hold on. Where is it? 45, page 45, or a little bit further than I thought. Oh, there we go. So the ephemera pack is part of this whole Blackberry Beauty suite, and it's this sort of strange looking thing here. So I'll take you through what this is, and then I have a class coming up, a new class coming up, which we'll talk about in a bit. Don't let me forget about that, because that's exciting. And it's going to be available internationally. We like that. Okay, so this stamp set is, people might think it's a one and done kind of stamp set. You stamp it and that's it, but I don't think it is. I think you can make some really nice different cards with it. And the first thing that I wanted to do was make an autumnal card with it. So this is the one that I've made, where it's kind of autumny at the top and then water underneath, so you're getting that reflection down here. Now I completely saturated this with cinnamon cider ink, and it hasn't come out great, but it's kind of got the right impression of what I wanted, sort of autumn colors. And then may your journey take you on take you to many new and exciting places. And I thought about making this card because of my friend Jackie Bauhaus, who is in the States, and she's just off on a New England fall, as they call it over there, a New England fall road trip to see all of the beautiful colours that happen over in New England in the autumn. So I thought of her and made this card. Anyway, she's off road tripping. She won't see it. She won't know about it. I might send it to her. Just say I saw this and thought of you. But I'm going to do one that's just a little bit more standard. So these papers are Beauty of the Earth papers, and they're just lovely to work with because they cover all the seasons, so you can get pretty much everything you want out of it. So this is Misty Moonlight. It does also work with Night of Navy, so I did wonder whether I should do Night of Navy. This is Misty Moonlight on here, so maybe I'll do a Night of Navy just so that you can see the difference. It'll still work because the papers are designed to work with both. So we're going to stamp it up, and it's going to look a bit weird on the stamp because it is a bit weird. There doesn't seem to be kind of any bit of it that's been like used or whatever. It seems kind of odd. Okay, but actually that's exactly how it should be. There's like gaps and bits in it that's not there, etc. So, and it's because it's this distinctive style. I'm going to just stamp that down, see how that comes out. Yeah, see, this has a lot more definition in it. It's my trial piece. A lot more definition in the trees than the other one did, and I think that's because of the way I stamped it. I inked it up. So I'll ink it again. There we go. And then this is a small piece of, which way around does it go? That way. Yeah, it's almost identical one way to the other. So I have to just check which way around I'm going. And then you can't really see the edges, so it's a bit of a kind of hit and miss as to whether I get it in the place at the right time, but I thought it would work. Okay, then I'm giving it a good firm rub because it is that distinctive. Oh, look at that. So now we have, you can see the definition in the trees and the little lines on it, and you can see the reflection going on in the water's edge. Isn't it just stunning? Just a beautiful, beautiful stamp. So I'm going to let that dry for a bit because it does take a lot of ink. And then I thought I would pop that on there and create more of a winter one. And see, that works fine with the Misty Moonlight, or I could swap it out. The other one I've got here is I've got a white base as well, so it could work. You know, we could do one on each and see what it looks like. Thought I'd try a bit different one. I quite like it on the Misty Moonlight. I think it looks a little bit more connected that way. Yeah, I think I like it on there. Okay, so this is a plain standard size card base, so this would work for, this design will work for both A4 and 8.5 by 11 cardstock. It's just your standard layering, and then it's just a piece that fits this, basically just a little bit that I measured the stamp itself and then added a little bit. So you can do that for either you know, either metric or imperial measurements. That would work for either. On imperial, obviously, you'll have a little bit more width, but a little less length. There we go. Now I could stand that up completely, or I could just, I think I'm going to glue it down because it's a big piece and I don't want it to sag in the middle. We don't want to have soggy middles. Is that too bright? Okay, I'm going to turn that down a bit. Let's see. And then it's a question of choosing a sentiment to go with it. So this is more like a wintry one. Yeah. So we've got winter with the snow, and you could add a little bit of wink if you wanted. Get that snow kind of glistening. It will, though, merge your ink. So just be careful. I'm just sort of dotting it around rather than brushing it. There we go. And I'm not sure if that's sort of snowbank and then a reflection. I think it must be. I think that must be a snowbank, don't you think? But I'm not going to touch it because otherwise then I'll have to go into the sides and that'll just be confusing. But you could put some little bit of wink all the way up there, just so that the snow bits on the house are actually snowy, if you know what I mean. Okay, you probably can't see that very well, but I have done a little bit of sparkly stuff just along the edge of the roof and the house. I don't know if you can see that. Oh, it doesn't show up very well in this light. But for me, there's just a little bit there, just there. A little bit of wink. Okay, so that's that. Oh, hi, Marilyn and Jane are here together. Oh, that's lovely. That's nice. Excellent. So that's that one. And then we do a sentiment. Now, what should we choose? I like this one, Breathe Deep. And there's a lovely little eagle. I was tempted to sort of try and put the eagle on the, I might do that on the next one. I like Breathe Deep, and I like this one, which is Take Time for You. Very important, that. So let's do the Breathe Deep on this one, because you can kind of breathe deep in a crisp woodland, snowy woodland, if you know what I mean. Get nice deep breathing going on. I don't think I've got any strips. A strip. There we go. I will just keep it monochrome. In fact, what I might do is might just lighten it and put Misty Moonlight in there. So we've got a bit of both going on. That'll confuse everybody. So again, this is a very simple, very simple card, easy stamping. And then the next one I thought we'd do would be more kind of summerish, even though I'm going to use the blue sky. Yeah, there's a reason for that. Use the blue sky. Nose over there for a second. Oh, so what's everyone been up to over the weekend? I was cutting out lots and lots of penguins. Can't tell you what for, but they're fun. They're going to look great. They look great, actually. So yeah, lots of penguins in my weekend crafting, which is always a good thing. Now, is that going to show up as being crooked, or is that straight enough? I could really take a little bit more off here, really, couldn't we? Just a smidge. Let's try that. That looks good. Okay. Is that even? No, it needs to have a little bit more. I really need to get some new blades. Keep forgetting to add them to my order, which, you know, is silly. Should be better organised than that. That'll do. Okay, so we've got that. And what I wanted to do was actually, I'm going to take that a little bit short. I'm going to take that in a bit. And take it in a bit because I want to add ribbon. So like in this one, I added a bit of ribbon behind and then some nice bronze or copper brushed metallic dots. You see those? So then I thought I'd put some of this beautiful organdy ribbon behind this. Breathe deep. There we go. Might even tuck it over and do a tuck one. I like a tuck one. Seems a bit more flouncy. So let's have a look. Weather was good. Okay, so putting your garden tidy for the winter. Okay. That's what Joe's doing. So that's what Joe's doing. She's making her garden tidy for the winter and putting and card making at night with her new set. Lovely. Excellent. And then we've got Ruth has lost her crafty mojo. No. And you've got to make your Christmas cards. Absolutely. You're known for your Christmas cards. You've got to make them. So, okay, Ruth, we're going to have to get your crafty mojo back up and running again. Well, hopefully something will spark your imagination today. Although we're not doing Christmas cards, but it might still get you going. We've missed you. There we go. So I'm glad you're back and watching in the hopes that we can get your crafty mojo. Sometimes just watching somebody do crafting can help you. Sometimes going back over something you've done before. So finding something that you did that you really liked that you've done before, that helps. Oh yeah, that's pretty, isn't it? That can help you with your crafty mojo. Lots of things can help. Oh, sorry, just had to go and get a new packet of these. I've been using a lot recently. So now we will add these to here. Hopefully it'll be back soon. There's so much lovely Christmas stuff out that you can make some gorgeous things with. There we go. Okay. Breathe deep. There we go. So that's that. I like that. You see that? Is it focusing? It is focusing. Nice. So you've got our sparkly ribbon and then just a nice stamped reflective image. Okay, so that's that. So Paula says she met a few local people who love paper crafting. Hurrah! I made Christmas cards in non-traditional colours. Lovely. I like that, especially the non-traditional colours. And yes, pink fir cones are cute. Who knew? That's good. Oh, Ruth says she likes that. Oh, good. I'm glad you like that. Thank you, Ruth. Okay, so the next one. Now, this being a distinctive image, you need to really give it a good clean. So I'm sorry if this is going to shake, but you really need to give it a good old scrub. Good wash and dry. See, and even then it's looking a little bit blue. So it could be because my stamp pad's a bit dirty, but just keep going with it. Okay. Now it's looking a bit red. Still haven't managed to wash my thing. Even never mind, we're moving on. Not talking about that. La la la. Right. So the next one I thought I would do, and you could go on and do one for summer as well. But I kind of think spring and summer I'm going to make it all kind of together. So this one I'm going to use crumb cake for. So quite a nice light brown. There we go. Nice, that looks good. So this one, breathing a little bit more because this one's a little bit shorter still. Ooh. Hopefully it'll still work, it'll be fine. Give it a good rub, especially in that middle part. Lift off. Oh, look, I need to trim that a little bit, but it's okay. It's all right. And it does have these wibbly wobbly edges. I like that about the stamp. So it's not a perfectly square stamp anyway. Do you know what I mean? Or rectangular, should we say? So that's okay. For that little bit, I might just use my little trimmer. Just take a smidge off so it doesn't look quite so extra at the bottom. That looks better. Okay, so get rid of all this gunk. So for this one, I still want to have the blue sky. And now we can see a lot more of the edging, but I'm going to put a little bit of green touches to the whole of this part. So I've got my blending tool. It's going to be a little tricky, I'm not going to lie, because you want to do it so it doesn't go over the water, because obviously you shouldn't really have green water. I mean, obviously you probably do sometimes when the algae's got to it and all that. So I'm just going to take a post-it note and just sort of pop it along this line here. Okay. Also, don't want it to go over the cabin per se. So where's my little post-it notes? There we go. You get a little post-it note and just stamp where the sticky is and get it on there. The cabin shape, good enough. Just so that I can see it. You can't see it probably, but I can just about make that out. And I'm not going to be precise. I'm just cutting. There we go. It's close enough. I just want to cut that bit off just a little, and see I've missed some of it, but that's okay because I'm only going to go down here. So a nice spring kind of green, really. I'm going to use Pear Pizzazz, and I've probably got some other colours on here, but it's not going to worry me. So I'm just adding a bit of green. That's better. Sort of making the forest floor green, you see, because you can do that. And it might go over the edge a little bit, but I'm not even going to worry about that very much. If you are worried about that and you don't want it to go over the edge, then you can just mask that off too. But see, then this gives it a whole different kind of a look. And, you know, you might want to have a little bit of a reflection of some green in the water even. But I don't think so. I think we're just going to leave it like that. So now it's just a house with a white roof that's in the middle of a green, sort of greeny forest. I might even just do a bit more greenery at the top as well, just to give it a little bit of a green tinge around up here. Although technically some of that's going to be sky, so you know we don't want it to too much. Okay, there we are. And now what I thought was we'll put this on, but we're going to put this a little bit lower this time, sort of more in the center, maybe a little bit higher. We'll see how it goes. And I want to stamp that eagle we'll do a darker, go early espresso for that, I think, so that we've got a nice silhouette. So now we're going to stamp the eagle almost like it's coming down to visit down here. And we could make this whole thing a little bit bluer down here as well, but I don't have my blue blending brush with me. What have I done with that? I can go grab one maybe. So I might just make this a little bluer down the bottom here. The other thing you can do, of course, is you can stamp it in 2 different colours. That also works. But I'm going to just do blue for the minute. And this time it doesn't matter if the whole thing's blue because it's a reflection in the water. So we'll take we'll work nicely with that. Probably a bit of Misty Moonlight, to be honest, but quite pale. So I'll make Misty Moonlight, but quite pale. So then make sure you've rubbed off quite a lot of it. And then I'm going to go all over it, I think. There we go, because it's either water or it's going to be sky. So we can just take these edges, sort of blend the edges in a little bit. I love these brushes, they're so easy to use. There we go. Okay, so now we have a cabin reflected in the lake with a little eagle coming down to land. And we're going to pop on some blue gems. Somewhere. So, and then we'll put underneath this, I want to have that sentiment, take time for you. I could do it up there, but I prefer it down there. It looks nicer down there. So we'll do that in Misty Moonlight. Take time for you. Perfect. This time I'm going to put it onto a white base to, you know, make it a bit brighter, not quite such a winter colour. You've all gone very quiet. You enjoying it? Are you just watching and happy? I am still, you can still hear me, I hope. There we go. And then put that on a might wrap. Do I want some of that? No, I don't want any of that actually. This one I'm going to do no ribbon at all, just plain, but with gems, lots of gems. We could use these gems on the other one as well, actually, thinking about that. There we go. See how the different background colour just changes the whole card completely. It's, you know, it's really interesting to know that you can change the look and feel of anything, really. I wondered if that would. Oh, now I'm wondering if that's going to fit into my punch. Hold on. Because that would be. Oh, is that going to fit in there? I don't think it will. I think it's too long. Possibly not. Maybe not. Let us see. Who's enjoying Strictly? I'm having a whale of a time with Strictly at the moment. I won't say anything about who's in or not in because some people might not have seen it. Oh, I need it on a bigger piece. Okay. But oh my word, I am thoroughly enjoying Strictly this year. They have got absolutely fantastic dances going on, just amazing pairings. I'm loving Rose. I think she is just so amazing, so inspirational. And when you look at her, you couldn't possibly believe that she was deaf and couldn't hear the music the way she moves. It's just mesmerizing. Giovanni must be a massively amazing teacher. That's all I'm going to say. Right, so for this one, while that dries a minute, I think I'm going to go back in and add some gems on this one, actually. Let's see. We've got these ones from Artistically Blooms, which are quite nice. Or we've got these blue gems, which I just love. I somehow seem to have managed to acquire some gold gems on the side of my blue gems. I'm not quite sure why, but these are beautiful. I don't have any of the darker ones, which would the darker ones would go better, I think, with this one. Now, where's my take your pick? There we go. Okay. Just put one. Yeah. Well, then it's going to look all kind of weird. So I might just tuck one underneath here. That's better. There we go. Probably should have done that at slightly a different angle. Is anybody there listening to me? Because I can't hear. Can you hear me? Oh, okay. I've definitely got some. You can definitely should be able to hear me. So if you're watching and you've got access, let me know. It's very lonely otherwise. I can't hear you. Can't see any comments coming up. Yay, you're listening. Okay, phew. That's okay. As long as you're listening, that's fine. It's just, you know, sometimes I have the audio issues, and so I just want to make sure that you are actually able to hear me and that I'm not just talking to a void. Prefer the blue one. Oh, Lisa's on as well. Oh, lovely. Oh, thanks. Cheers, Ruth. Okay. There we go. That's that. And then we can just do a little, should have some, misty moonlight. There it is. Come to me. Come to me. A little misty moonlight. Do misty moonlight? Yeah, I think so. Do a misty moonlight over, I think. Now it's going to go slightly over the edge, but I think that's okay actually, just to be a bit different. Yeah, see that then brings that whole, brings it in a bit more. That's good. I like that. Ruth says she, oh no, Jane and Ruth say they prefer the blue one. This one. Yeah, it's just different, isn't it? I just thought I'd try some different colours and see how they go. I just wanted to make use of the eagle as well, because I think he's really cute. So we'll do this. This. Like that. And then put that on dimensionals, I think. Okay. And then that way. I need to look at it this way. I can't see if it's straight looking the other way. There we go. That should be straight, hopefully-ish. And then for this one, some littler, brighter gems, I thought. So we thought I'd take these ones and scatter these ones around. Really not sure how the gold ones migrated on there, but never mind. And then, yeah, maybe we'll knock them up. I know that might look like he's pooping gems. No, we don't want that. Got to be careful how your gems are going to look. There we go. So, might just put one down there. Okay, so that is kind of like a spring summery one. I could have made it more summery by adding some green around the sentiment, or even making sentiment green itself. But let's clear all this rubbish out of the way. And then take those shiny bits away from your eyes. It's a bit better, isn't it? No, we've still got shiny bits going on. Let's get rid of those. There we go. You're not looking quite so shiny at everything. So now we have sort of a half a year in review, almost all a year in review, haven't we there? So we've got our autumn, winter, spring, summer one. Probably summer if the eagles are around, to be fair. So there we go, reflected in nature. Everyone's going for the blue one. Is that just because you're liking monochrome at the moment? I'm enjoying monochrome at the moment too, I have to say. I quite like this one with the different colours. So here's where I've used a blue at the bottom and then this darker at the top. And what I did was I added the colour with daubers. So I used daubers to add that extra colour, but it has taken out some of the definition a little bit, which is interesting to know that it does that. And then obviously this one with the blending brushes. So it's not quite I think they're all kind of cute. Kind of like them all. So there we go. So that's reflected in nature. I said I was going to make 2 cards. I've actually made 3 because, you know, that's just me. But we haven't finished. So don't go anywhere because we've got more to come. So I'll put those to one side for a moment. I'll just leave them there for a sec. We'll come back on here like this. Okay, so breaking news is that we will be running a class. I'll be running a new class called Stamp and Chat. I did mention it a bit last week as well. And Stamp and Chat is going to be available for anyone to join in. You need to buy the kit. I have 7 spaces, I think, available for this month, and you need to purchase them before the end of the week. And then the class is on the 30th of October. You need to purchase them before the end of the week, so then I can pack, wrap, get everything out to you, cut, prep, and all that kind of stuff. And it will be a 2-hour class on Zoom where you can bring your kit and I'll demonstrate it. They're all going to be really simple cards, no tutorial or anything like that, just going to be just stamping and chatting. So it's going to be £18 for that, which includes all your postage, so you don't have to worry. You'll get a goodie bag. And this month it will include the Blackberry Bliss Ephemera Pack, okay, as well as all the cardstock and papers, etc. that you need. And then for my membership, if you're in my members club, then you can come along just as you want to for free, or you can have a reduced kit price of £13. So you'll get your kit for less price. Because you're in my members club. And if you're global, then it's just £5 for you to come and join in with us on Zoom. Obviously, I can't send you the kit, so you won't get any materials. You'll have to bring everything yourself. But if you're international and you want to come along, then that's also an option. So yeah, so those are the options. So I'm hoping that you'll enjoy my new Stamp and Chat class. It's basically going to be held on a monthly basis while things we understand how things are going with shipping and inventory and stuff like that, because things are coming up and down. I will be running some full-on classes as well, so there'll be more information coming out, but that's the one that's coming out imminently, so I wanted you to just hear about that today. Okay, so this is the Blackberry Bliss Ephemera Pack. And I'm going to show it to you because it's gorgeous. You need to know what you're going to be getting. Okay, so you get 2 of everything, but I'm just going to show you one which I haven't used. So that's always a good thing. Okay, so you get 2 sheets of this, okay, and 2 sheets of this. So this is all pre-die cut. You can see it moves coming out, and beautiful. It's got a label here for you to stamp on. Just gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous images. And then these are all gold foiled, again, all die cut. And actually some are solid gold and some are white with gold foiling, and again more sentiments and tags and just some really gorgeous things. So I've designed some cards with that, and then you get this one as well, which has got frames for stamping on. It's also got frames for popping out, which you can use as like an actual frame. Okay, which I might actually add to my design today. I'm just going to have a look at that, see how this works with what I've already designed. So this pops out like this. See, they come out so easily. So these are great for people who just want to add something to your card making, or for people who don't have stamps and just want to get started with a bit of card making, or maybe you only have a few words, you know, stamps with words on, and you want to add some foiling and stuff like that, but you don't have a heat gun and you don't have a die cutting machine. Well, I like that. That's quite cute. Okay, let's see if that works. Depends on whether it fits. And then you've got labels and all that kind of stuff. So you get 2 of everything. And as I say, there are more there than you realise, because there's a frame and then there's a label in there. Okay, so you've got a frame and a label in that one in the same way as you had for the other one. Okay, so that's how they come, and that's what they are. And then I bought something a while ago. I love the fact it came when they wrapped, it came with a little crown. So obviously I liked it. Ruth, I'm going to put the link up. I haven't actually done the link yet. Very sensible question. How do we book in? I'll be sending an email out. So anyone who's on my class's email list, and then I'll put it up into the group as well, into on here on the page and into Crafty Corner. So this is the little gift in there. Can't tell you what's in it because she might watch, or somebody she knows might watch it, and then they might, like, you know, tell her. But anyway, so I thought I would love to use some of this beautiful paper, because this paper has, with the oak leaves on it, has special meaning for this particular person. So I'm going to wrap it by just adding a bit of seal here. So this is a really simple way you can do this with small gifts. If you don't have a die cutting machine, or you haven't got the time to maybe make a special box or something. I'm going to put this in the post, so it can't be in a box. So do that, and then take some beautiful gold ribbon and tie that over the join in a little bow, and that holds it together, stops it falling out. Actually, I might just do it in a knot. Let's do this in a knot, because I'm going to put a bow on the other one. So this stops the gift falling out the sides, which is always helpful. And then you can just jiggle it around a bit so it becomes a nice knot, if you know what I mean. Not a nasty knot. Okay. So there we go. That's going to stop that sliding out, but it's easy enough for the person to remove the ribbon and then just slide it off. So that's a very quick and easy sort of gift wrapping idea. Great for little Christmas presents, stocking fillers, because we are at that point where we need to start thinking about those. Okay. And then the card that I've done is using a little bit of everything, really, because it's also using some of the gorgeous cork paper that we used last week. No, not last weekend. Weekend before. Well, it wasn't this weekend just gone. It was the weekend before, which we used for my World Card Making Day tutorial, which loads of you picked up, which I'm really glad that you managed to get hold of that. That's good. For my 3 cards that I showed and a bonus extra one. So I hope you're enjoying the bonus extra one. But yeah, that was a great day. And they're all up on YouTube now, so you can see them on YouTube, the videos that I did. So I'm adding this to a bit of cork for its base. I mean, the paper's just gorgeous with all that gold foiling it. It's stunning, 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 stunning. There we go. Beautiful. Now what I've done here is I've taken this oak leaf design, because as I say, oak leaves are important for this person, and I was going to pop it on with some cork behind it to sort of bring that cork in. I just wonder whether this is too big. This frame is got a square rather than cork shaped. I do like it. It does take out quite a lot of the card though. But maybe we don't know now. I don't know now, because I like that, but I like it with the cork behind it as well. It's just like a bit of cork. So I think the cork shows it off a little bit better. Yeah, I think the cork shows it off a little bit better. I think I might do that on a bigger card where there's a bit more of a border going round. There's a little bit of a border. Might do it if I did it on a 10. It's just a little tight, I think, on that. Especially when we've got to put the label on as well. So the label will go across that. I want this background to show. So I think we're going to take that off and put this as I had it before. And just going to off skew it slightly. I quite like that off skewed bit. And I think I might do it that way. And then that's going to go on there like that. There we go. So this card is for no particular reason. So Jane says frame and no cork. Yeah, I know. I kind of like that too, but it's, and then it doesn't, then there's like, it doesn't match with the cork behind it. I don't know. I'm going to go with this to start off with, and then maybe the next one I do, I'll use the frame. Okay, so there's this. Here we go. And then just put that down slightly offset. This is going to go on dimensionals, obviously. So this is a very quick and easy card to make with your ephemera pack. Some of the ones, all of them are pretty easy, the ones we're doing on Stampin' Chat, because it's supposed to be like a, oh, I've got a gap. Oh, I need a gap there though, don't I? I think it's that way up. I think it's that way up. Maybe the acorns are hanging down. That doesn't look right. So I think it's that way up. I like it that way up. So gap between there a little bit. Have I got enough? Let's just see. Where's my label? Get that way. Yeah, I'll do. That'll do. And I'll add one here. Just to fill in that hole there. I might just move this one back a smidge because you can do that. There we go. Put that down. Take these off. Okay. This one's going to go sort of offset a little, like so. And then this is coming in here. That's it, like so, but just with a little knot of ribbon there. So I'm not actually, I'm going to cheat. Sheila would love this. Sheila, when you watch this, this is for you. So we're just tying a little knot as if it's gone through the tag, but it actually hasn't. I'm just going to cut that down a bit. A little bit shorter. There we go. Now, before we put that down, obviously we need to stamp something. And I've decided to use the stamp from Sweet Strawberries. I know, random, she says, trying to get into a raspberry ripple. No, that's ice cream, Pip. Rich raspberry. Always do that. Ah, dear. So this is going to be slightly crooked. So I want the sentiment to be sort of there-ish. Hello there. So it can be slightly straighter on towards the bottom, if you know what I mean. And we will tuck it under so it's flat, because we're going to put the ribbon on top of it. Tuck that under sort of there-ish. Make sure that is straight with the bottom. Yep. So just a nice sort of hello card. For no particular reason other than I want to send her a little present. Something to hopefully make her smile. And then grab a glue dot. And put that on. So we tuck it underneath, just in there. There we go. And if, as when you pull it, it starts to fray, that's why I do a little bit extra and then I can cut it off. There we go. That's a bit of post-it note that's stuck. Sorry. So that was quick, wasn't it? Oh, you've got to go. Oh, see you, Ruth. Have fun. Enjoy your lunch. And then go to work. Yes, enjoy work as well. I hope it goes well. So that was very simple. So in, I don't know, not very long at all, we've done a little bit of a wrapped gift. And so we've got a little wrapped gift and a lovely card that's going to make her smile, hopefully. It says hello there with lots of gilding on it, lots of gold. Can you, I don't know if you can see that, but all of this is also gold. Well, that's better. Look at that, isn't that beautiful? And then obviously you can just wink a Stella up there if you want to. You can add a bit of wink to your little acorns if you wanted to make them shine a little bit, because you can. I don't want to add too much because there's a lot of gold on this going on. So there we go. So there's those, and then there's these. So we did quite a lot today, I think, didn't we? Quite a lot today. We always do more than I plan. I'm always like, right, we'll do two cards, and that's it. And then we end up doing like 5. Well, 3, 4 cards and a gift. Beb's on her way to Devon. How lovely. And then she's going to she stopped for lunch. She's going to or come for brain. She's going to catch up properly later. That's lovely. Oh, that's nice. You just got some DSP. Lovely. That's nice. And Jo says she knows what she'll be playing with tonight. Absolutely. So there you go. So there's some ideas of how to use that. But as I say, this is what we'll be playing with. I'll put the link up shortly. As soon as I finish this, I just could not get it done before I had to come on live. But I hope you've enjoyed that. Any questions from anybody, I'm happy to answer. So let me know. Have a swig of my tea. Who likes the Reflected in Nature stamp set? Hopefully lots of you like that. I think it's a really lovely stamp, and I think if you wanted to make some really lovely Christmas cards with it, they would look really nice. I'm also going to play and see what it looks like embossed. I should imagine it looks amazing embossed. But the reflection, yeah, it's so detailed. It's really nice. Bev says she loves the shadow stamps. Yeah, I like them too. So there we go. So that was it, my Moody Monday for another week. It goes so fast. It's already nearly 1:25 again. Where does the time go? Anyway, crafting. It kind of takes your mind out of everything, doesn't it? Really? It just kind of like woof, and you're off and smiling and happy and enjoying it again. So Ruth, I hope when you watch this back, you find your crafty mojo. Hope this has helped to find your crafty mojo. And for everyone else, I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you'll be playing with your reflection stamps, Reflected in Nature, and also your Ephemera Pack if you've got it. And if you haven't, you can book in and come along to Stampin' Chat. Alrighty. So have fun. Jo says she's still gutted I missed the sale items. Don't worry, Jo, there'll be more. It'll be more coming. You'll be fine. There's lots of stuff coming. I've got news coming from my side of things as well, so do not panic. Alrighty, have a lovely time. Have a great week. I hope it's not too moody for you today. Hope I've managed to cheer you up. And I will see you again, same place, same time next week. Cheers. Bye.